undead cat? Okay, so imagine this. A necromancer named Gam Gam, right? But not your typical spooky necromancer. This one is like a sweet grandma who loves knitting and tea. She travels around in her carriage with her skeleton cat, Nugget, and a spectral knight, Sir Giblet, who always wears the cutest knit hats. This book, A Necromancer Called Gam Gam by Adam Holcombe, is a total gem. It's a novella, so it's a quicker read, but it packs so much heart into a short amount of time. The story follows Gam Gam and a young girl named Mina who's on the run from super bad guys from this thing called the Eternal Empire. They're after her for her magical powers, see? And she stumbles across Gam Gam's camp while trying to escape. What ensues is this heartwarming, hilarious, and surprisingly profound journey of friendship, found family, and dealing with grief. Oh my god, I laughed out loud at the banter between the characters. Gam Gam is so funny without even trying, and Sir Giblet is such a mood. But then, 5 seconds later, I'm tearing up because the story touches on some seriously deep stuff about loss, love, and moving on. One thing that really stuck with me is how the author, Adam Holcombe, writes about death and the undead. It's not all spooky and scary. It's treated with a lot of respect and, dare I say, tenderness? It actually made me think about mortality in a whole new light, and the quote that just kills me every time is when Gam Gam is summoning the dead and says, "I have cozy knitted garments as reward?" Who could resist that offer? Even in the afterlife, am I right? But there is one kind of iffy thing I want to mention. The author uses physical differences to signify some of the villains, and I'm all for creative character design, but maybe not that. It felt a teeny bit insensitive, you know? Overall though, I highly recommend A Necromancer Called Gam Gam if you're looking for a heartwarming, funny, and surprisingly deep read. It's one of those stories that stays with you long after you finish the last page. So tell me, what would you do if you stumbled across a knitting necromancer and her skeleton cat in the woods? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more bookish shenanigans.